Let's organize this spreadsheet so that it is easier to read. First thing we want to do is add extra rows because we forgot some. So if you click on the number 1 and right click, you can insert a row above. In addition, I'm going to add another row of information, so I need to click on this letter A and right click, and I can insert one column to the left. So that's how you insert rows and columns. In addition, I'm going to put column headings now so we know what's listed in each one of these columns. So I'm going to start here, and I'm going to add cleared to play. And I want the word play to be on the next line. So if I hit Alt Enter, it goes down to the next line in the same cell, and I can type the word play. I'll now hit the Tab key and type first name, hit the Tab key, and continue the same thing all the way across. Now here are the rest of the column headings. I want my column headings to be above my numerical data and above this text underneath here. So if I select all of these columns at once, D through H, I can come up here and click Center Align. So now they're all centered, so I can easily look down each column. I want all of these cells to be the same size, meaning all of these columns. So keeping this selected, if I click and rest my mouse between G and H, it could be between F and G, it doesn't matter, and I click, hold, and drag, I can make these all the same size at once. That looks good. Let's do the same thing for these two. Select B and C, take your mouse, rest it, and we'll make them a little bit larger, and both of these will resize. I'm going to also resize this one by itself since it's lonesome over on that left-hand side. I want to also center align what we're going to put in this column, so I'm going to go over here and click Center Align. I'm going to click in A2 and I want to insert a checkbox. Insert, checkbox. Now, to get this checkbox to appear in all of these cells, I can use the autofill feature, which is resting your mouse on that blue square, getting a black plus sign, and click holding and dragging that down and dropping it, meaning letting it go. Now if I want everything to appear in these columns in the middle, not the center. Now this is centered, that's fine, but I want it in the middle. So middle means top, middle, bottom. So the top of the cell, the middle of the cell, and the bottom of the cell. There's something called vertical align. So if you click vertical align, you can choose middle, and it'll be directly in the middle. Now I'm not center aligning these because I want to leave those left aligned, but they're in the middle from top to bottom. Next I'm going to click on number 1 on the left hand side, and I'm going to use the shortcut key Control B, or you can use this to bold those. I would also like a title for my spreadsheet, so I'm going to put that on a row above, so I have to add another row. So I'm going to right click on one, insert row above, and I'm going to type Pittsburgh Penguins stats and clearance. So as their coach, I want a roster of all my player names, and I would like to see, you know, what position they play and then their stats up to date. And then I'm going to check their medical records, and I'm going to check off that they can practice today and they're cleared to play, so that when we go into the practice, I know who has to sit on the bench and who can go out and practice. So that's why I'm creating this spreadsheet. Now notice when I clicked on and I typed in this information, it is in A1, but it also looks cut off. I can't see Pittsburgh Penguins, and that's just because I have it center aligned here. Okay, if I would make it left aligned, you'd be able to see it. But regardless, I want to merge all these cells together. So select A1 through H1, and then you're going to come up here and click on Merge Cells. And it automatically will merge it, and since center align is already on, it's centered align. Otherwise, you'd have to go and turn it on. Now let's select all the cells within this range, so A1 through H26 now. and I want to put on some borders, so I'm going to click the border button. I'm going to make sure these borders are black, and I'm going to apply this thin border here and click here to apply them all. Now if I want to choose a different border for this cell only and only at the bottom, I can go in and specifically pick that and only change the bottom. So if you click here again, let's say I want to make that, I don't know, red. And I want to make it a thicker border, and I want to apply it to the bottom border. Now I'm only clicked here, so it's only going to apply to this bottom border. Now you have that. Let's double click in here and put these words, let's click right before the S in stats, put them on a separate line in the same cell, so Alt Enter, click in front of clearance, and hit Alt Enter, and hit Enter again. My row is not tall enough, so I will rest my mouse over here on the left and click, hold, and drag, make it larger. I can click here and make my text a lot taller as well, or a lot larger as well. There we go. The last thing, let's go in when it comes to formatting with borders and colors. I'm going to go up here after I select that range and click Format and choose Alternating Colors. I like this because it automatically says I'm going to apply it to A1 through AH. If it doesn't, you're just going to click this and type in your range or select your range again. But I can just choose one of these alternating color combos. So I'll choose this one. If I want to make this color a little different, I can make it more of a brighter yellow. I can make color 1, well actually I'm going to leave color 1 white, so I'm going to make color 2 gray. So you can change them if you'd like, or you could add custom colors of your own. I'm going to click Done. So now you can see it's a little bit easier to read. And now I might want to even change the way this information is displayed. So let's just select D2 through H2. So D2 through H2. And this button here is called the text rotation. Maybe I want to make this go up, so rotate up. I might have to make this a little larger here. So click between 2 and 3 and drag that so it displays everything. If you want to change that to something different, you could do something like tilt up, which would look like this, or you could do something like tilt down. It's up to you. I'm going to use this one that says rotate up. Now what you see in front of you is the print preview page. So to get to that, you can just click on print, and you can see how neat and organized it looks and how it would print out. Notice that I have fit to page, so I can see everything on one page. I can cancel this and take a look at my spreadsheet again if I want to edit anything. Let's say that I'm not going to print this out, but I am going to have this on my actual, let's say, iPad or computer at practice, and I want to be able to click and check things right here. I can do that. But I also might want to check the stats page online. So let's say that I want to add the website here. So let's double click here, hit Alt Enter, and maybe I want to go to the Pittsburgh Penguins stats page, which I have pulled up right here. So at the top, I'm going to select all this and hit copy. And then I'm going to come back to my spreadsheet and hit Control V and paste that. Now I don't like that the whole entire web address is there. So when I click off of it, it accepts it and turns it blue and makes it a link. But I can change this link so that text appears here, and when I click on it, it goes to the actual website. So let me show you how I did it, or how I'm going to do it. When I click here, it says Pittsburgh Penguins stats, and I can click Edit Link. Where it says text, I'm going to type player stats. I'm going to leave the original web address, which is here. It's down here as well, and click Apply. So now, oh, I put 2 S's in there. Let me get rid of stats. I just typed one too many. So now, when I click off of it, and then go back here, and I click on Pittsburgh Penguins stats, it's going to take me directly to the stats page. So that way, if I have a computer with me at the practice, I can just go and see their actual stats and double check that I have the correct information. The last thing that you are going to do, so this is something that we start in class together, you're going to click on your second sheet down here, which says Formatting Student Creation. And yours will start out with the very minimum. You're going to see store, item, price, in stock, and website. And what you are to do is create a gift list. It could be for a holiday, it could be for a birthday, but basically this is your gift wish list that you want to put together to give to someone so they know what to buy you on special occasions. You can just type up to 3 things that you're looking for, put the name of the store you would buy it at, the name of the item, look up the price, put check boxes here so that you can let them know whether it's in stock or not at that moment, and then the website, and put the website in just like I did in the Pittsburgh Penguin. So when you click Nike, it should take you directly to the page with the shoes. Same thing with this one. Apple should take you directly to the AirPods. And even if you rest your mouse over it, you'll be able to see the pictures. So same thing with this one. Okay? So when you click this one, it should take me directly to the Macy's page. So you create your gift list. Put in your information for your gift wish list. Put in borders, different fonts. You have to have check boxes. You have to have links here. And then the next lesson, we're going to add a few more things to your spreadsheet. Good luck.